Ever heard the saying, "Don't poke the bear"? Well, today we've got a story about an HOA that decided to poke a grizzly bear, a retired Army officer, and learned a lesson they'll never forget. Our story begins with a veteran who, after years of dedicated service, just wanted to enjoy a peaceful retirement in his new home. He was proud of his service and, like many vets, flew the American flag on his property. Simple enough, right? Wrong. The Homeowners Association, or HOA, decided his flagpole was a fraction of an inch too tall, violating some obscure bylaw. They sent him a notice, then another, each one more demanding than the last. They fined him, threatened legal action, and made his life a constant hassle over a flagpole. The officer, a man who had commanded troops and faced real threats, was patient at first. He tried to reason with them, explaining the flag's significance. But the HOA board, puffed up with their petty power, wouldn't budge. They saw an easy target, someone they could push around. They had no idea who they were dealing with. So, the officer did what he did best. He strategized. He spent a weekend meticulously reading every single line of the massive HOA covenant, all several hundred pages of it. He wasn't looking for a loophole for his flagpole. He was looking for ammunition, and oh boy did he find it. He discovered dozens of violations committed by the board members themselves. The HOA president's fence was the wrong color. The treasurer's garden shed was an unapproved structure. Another board member's driveway extension wasn't up to code. He documented everything, taking photos, measuring dimensions, and cross-referencing every detail with the bylaws they loved so much. Then he made his move. He didn't just file one complaint, he filed a separate formal complaint for every single violation he found. The HOA board was suddenly buried under a mountain of their own bureaucracy. The very rules they used to torment him were now being used against them perfectly and legally. The fallout was epic. The board members were forced to spend their own money to fix their violations. The constant meetings to address the complaints he filed became their nightmare. Within a month, the entire board resigned under the pressure. The new board, learning from their predecessor's mistake, immediately approved his flagpole. This story is a perfect example of what happens when you underestimate someone. This officer didn't just win, he taught a powerful lesson in malicious compliance. He used their own rule book to dismantle their authority. So, a word of advice to all the power-tripping HOAs out there: be careful who you mess with. You might just be picking a fight with someone who's a master of the game. What do you think? Was his revenge justified? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Thanks for watching.